Number there, that dew point is 65. So
As for some showers and thunderstorms, you see with future radar today, not much as far as coverage, but those that do pop could produce some gusty winds. So just a heads up, New Jersey and New York City in that risk for some happen tomorrow afternoon. And you can see with that another push of showers and thunderstorms. And then at that point, not only will we clear out, Long Branch coming at 68, Port Jervis at 65. So really the heat index is the kind of number I want you to have in your head today so you can make plans accordingly, because it is going to affect you, that heat and humidity combination. We can see peaking, or I should say getting to 83 degrees by the lunch hour. Notice Long Island, close to the coast here, you're going to stay on the cooler side. Our winds out of the south really going to tap into the cooler ocean water air and make it not so oppressive there today. But everywhere else, we're headed up into that feels like temperature into the low 90s, even towards the overnight. We're just holding on till that cold front comes on through, and with that, also the chance. It is definitely muggy. We head to the Hudson Valley now. We've got New Paltz at 67 degrees, Montgomery 67, Poughkeepsie 69. And as we head to the Jersey Shore, as I mentioned.
Now, that window of opportunity that we're talking about, visually you can kind of going to drive the heavy rainfall, and it is scheduled to come after most of the trick-or-treaters are home, hopefully. And along with the push of heavy rain, there is that threat for severe weather. What does that mean? Well, it's the gusty winds that could be approaching 60 miles per hour, and yes, we cannot rule out a tornado. So coming up, I'm going to time out that line of thunderstorms and the big cool down behind it. That's ahead.
All right, Maria, thanks.
Wrap things up early anyway, because you know, we're hoping for that window of opportunity. Looking at the big picture, we kind of fit it right in between there, what's moving through now and then what will move through later. And what's going to move through later is going to be a mess. So here's how it looks up until then. It's southerly winds picking up anywhere from 20 to 25 miles per hour during the afternoon. You can see a few showers. I stop it at 6 o'clock, but after that, that's when that heavier band moves through, and unfortunately we're looking at the possibility of severe weather. That means gusts that could be destructive, over 50 miles per hour, and cannot rule out a tornado. So coming up, I'll break down these impacts. Big changes in the forecast for tomorrow, and I look ahead to that next round of showers. That's ahead in the 10-day forecast.
Thanks so much, Maria. Also,
the weather, good morning. Good morning. Perhaps you've heard we have some snowflakes on the way. I'm going to start with the snow forecast map. So you can see we're not expecting much less than an inch where we do see the snow fall, but timing is everything. And right now things are pretty quiet, as you can see, across the boroughs from Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, the Bronx. It's all about the chill this morning, but winds are now out of the west-southwest. So the morning drive, perhaps over the Governor Mario Cuomo Bridge, dry. But as you can see, going forward by about 10 a.m., starting to see the potential snow showers filling in and continuing through the lunch hour. So we'll keep an eye on that, fine-tune that timing for you, but definitely on track. That warm-up, 50s for a couple days heading into the weekend. Talk about that in the 10-day. All right, Maria, thank you so much.
7 right now. Maria LaRosa is here looking at the weather. Good morning.
Good morning. The chill is still in place. So what we have to add to the mix today, maybe some snow showers. And this is where it's coming from. It's a little batch, a little disturbance that'll be pivoting around. And you can see a little blue getting close to our area. I'm still looking at observations from our area, even into central New York. And right now, I'm not seeing anything that's really hitting the ground. The low level's pretty dry, but we'll start to see this fill in just a bit. But you can see, again, not expecting much. Let's time it out for you. I think if you're out the door now in the next couple of hours, things should be dry. It's by about 10, 11 a.m. this morning that we start to see it fill in a bit. So some snow showers from Clinton and Sussex, Monticello, even up into Poughkeepsie and White Plains. You'll start to see some of those snowflakes fly. Where we see that potential and it's snowing the longest, the air has been cold enough, the ground cold enough, that it'll start to stick pretty easily. With that, though, there's just not a lot of it. So we're looking at less than an inch in most of these places north and west of the city. So if you think of I-80 to the north and I-84 to the north, that's where we expect that potential. So it doesn't mean that other spots won't see some flakes, including the city, maybe even Shore Points and Long Island and Connecticut as this continues to pivot through. But it's pretty quick, and then we're left with clouds for the afternoon. And just to give a little perspective as far as first measurable snowfall, that's more than a trace. We're just about on or not quite behind a schedule here.
To remember those people lost to the virus.
As we can continue the tradition.
That's
and
right.
Just make safe change.
So I love looking now, like actually at the map we can see what's gonna happen, as we often do, but now we're talking about snow, it's like, oh man, you actually forecast certain temperatures.
Obviously, we have the temperatures on it, but we have the radar and satellite picture, too. You start to see the clouds creeping in, and that blue pop up. I'm still trying to find some obs of any snowfall being reported at ground level, but it's really, really dry, so it looks like it may be evaporating before getting to the ground, but we'll start to see that fill in later on this morning. So roadways, as far as your commute this morning, looking pretty good. You do have some pre-treatment out there. 37 degrees with those snow showers moving in by late morning into the midday. It's out pretty quickly, and clouds break up just a bit by 5 p.m., 39 degrees. And mostly clear, still a bit of a breeze, 38 at 10 o'clock. All right, so maybe easier go for the commute weather-wise. Let's see how things are shaping.
In Sussex and Bridgeport, ice slip as well, still a bit of a breeze, so a wind chill, a factor. It feels more like the upper 20s. So heading out the door, things should be pretty quiet weather-wise. It's by late morning, midday, some of those snow showers, maybe a little rain shower mixing in too as temperatures climb into the mid and upper 30s. Clouds breaking up this evening, but staying in the mid and upper 30s through 10 o'clock. All right, let's get to Laura now and see what's going on with that commute.
Right now, LaRosa is here. Before we go to break, going to check on the weather.
All right, here's what we're looking at as far as the snow. Not too much, but just enough, especially west of the city, New Jersey, into parts of the Hudson Valley, Poconos and Catskills too, where it's likely less than an inch, but it will be developing in the next few hours. So until then, just cloudy skies, temperatures right about 34 degrees. By about 10 a.m., some snow showers mixed in with rain showers into the midday. And as I mentioned, just enough to sort of set the scene for this chill and maybe dampen up those roadways. We are looking ahead to that warm up. It's really starting tonight. I'll talk about that heading into Hanukkah. And then the showers still on track for the weekend, but a change up in the timing. I'll look at that coming up in the 10-day.
Maria, thanks very much.
Always a beautiful song.
It really is, and it's a beautiful gathering every year.
It really is. All right, it's 5:14. Right now, Maria LaRosa is here on this Wednesday morning. I see that happening behind you there.
Talking about snow.
Yes.
You know, for many of us, it's just about right on time to see measurable snow this time of year. So this is sort of a reminder that we're not quite behind as far as snowfall, though I know it sort of feels like it, right? Bridgeport, December 5th, on average, your first measurable snowfall. Newark, December 10th, so that's tomorrow. And then JFK, ice slip in Central Park over the next week or so. That's on today for some of those spots that haven't yet. We'll see. This system is not a big one, but it is enough, and you can see it pivoting around. That's what will bring us the potential for some snow. And you can see on Storm Tracker 4, a lot of blue. Still looking at surface obs, still not seeing snow reported. But if you are in some of these areas like Sussex, Liberty, Poughkeepsie, and you're seeing some flakes fly, definitely let me know. But right now, it looks like it's just going to take a little more time for the atmosphere to kind of fill in there and get that snow going. So by noontime, you can see it through northwestern New Jersey, Warren and Sussex County, northern Passaic County, but also into the Hudson Valley. At this point, the ground is cold enough. The temperatures are marginally cold, right about freezing during all of this, but it's just not a lot of it, so we're not expecting a ton in the way of accumulation, perhaps just enough to get it sticking and coating the grass and the ground, so you may get some wet roadways in there. Beyond the midday, as this pivots on through, we could see some snowflakes through the city, Long Island, even the Jersey Shore, but it's quick. It's out of here by later on this afternoon and evening. Again, so timing-wise, not a lot to it. 34 currently at Central Park. It feels like 28, so still a bit of a chill in the air as we hang on to the 30s today. Temperatures nearly
steady overnight, 37. So we don't see a big cool down. In fact, we're starting to make that turn towards the, quote, warm up. That's actually a return closer to average. 48 tomorrow, but we'll get some sunshine and a bit of a breeze, too. How about 53 with sunshine on Friday?
Like everyone else.
Right.
Absolutely. Gotta be careful.
Yeah.
All right, Maria, what's going on?
All right, watching the clouds fill in and trying to see if any of the snow showing up on the radar is hitting the ground. So far, no, I'm not seeing any surface obs, but we may start to see those flurries fly. It's cold enough, right? 34 right now in the city. We've got lunchtime with those snow rain showers as temperatures climb into the mid and upper 30s, and that's where we stay. But it's quick, that precip in and out. By this evening, the clouds will even be breaking up 39 degrees by about dinner time. So that's a good thing for the morning drive, at least the next few hours. Maybe not so messy, Lauren.
That's always great news. We like dry roads, and for the most part, the roads are in great shape.